everyone, Lisa Thomas, Executive Director from BNI Melbourne North, and welcome to Network Success, Northside Notables. This is the podcast about our local heroes. So, sometimes we look to celebrities or international entrepreneurs for our inspiration or to get, tips and different things from, whereas I believe we have some great local heroes here in the north of Melbourne that are running very successful businesses. And today we have the pleasure of talking with Merly Dizon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Lisa?
Very well, very well. So Merly, tell us about your business.
Yes, so hi everyone, listeners. I'm Merly Dizon and I'm the owner and principal of Inno Meros Accounting. I'm here to share about my business, what we do, how it all started, and probably some expert advice.
Yes.
So the business really started, Inno Meros Accounting was founded after operating as consulting business in 2017. So as a founder and principal of Inno Meros Accounting, I continue my vision to help organizations, businesses, individuals to achieve their goals and objectives and recommend strategies to grow and scale while in compliance with the structure or regulations. So with over 18 years of experience in accounting, auditing, tax, finance, and credit management, I have successfully managed a diverse portfolio of clients from different industries, culture and background, and this really enabled me to work alongside with stakeholders through active partnership and collaboration.
And so what sort of size businesses do you normally work with?
I mostly have small businesses for sure, but my goal is to be with medium-sized businesses as well.
Okay. And so you've talked a little bit about your services, but what are sort of the trends that you're seeing in accountancy at the moment that would be impacting small businesses?
Well, first off is the high turnover rate of staff.
Yes.
Definitely, because most of the time staff would really come to public practice to learn and be coached and trained. After that, they will leave the public practice and join the corporate world. So that is something that a trend that is going on for several decades, I suppose. And for me, my advice is to better have a strong staff that is not just highly skilled and knowledgeable, but also loyal to you and the success of the firm as well. So it's really hard to find those loyal staff nowadays.
So, of course, as small business owners, we all need to have an accountant or look after our financials.
Mhm.
So what are some of the things that people should be thinking about when they're going to engage their accountant, or things that, they really should be considering? Is this happening with the accountant that I'm using at the moment? And, should they consider changing to somebody else if, there's gaps in what they do?
Yes, of course. So I would say that our point of differentiation, because there's a lot of accountants out there, but our main point of differentiation is really our client service delivery approach. So all the individuals out there, how you're going to check if you're with the right accountant is through the client service delivery approach. So in our firm, we definitely focus on problem solving and adding value. So we focus on clients' needs and success. And definitely we don't just stop after tax returns are lodged. We're pretty much there. And after the tax returns are lodged, we look at how to grow financial wealth when it comes to individuals, or how to grow business when it's a client organizations or businesses. So if your accountant has no time or something, replies to you over a month, or probably stop or reach out only during tax returns time, then I think you should consider changing, because your accountant should be your business partner and also your trusted advisor.
So what are some of the common mistakes that business owners make as far as their financials are concerned?
That's a good question. One of the things that I always share is that would you agree with me, or did you know that 50% of business owners fail in the first 5 years due
Yes.
to financial challenges? It is because if you don't have accurate financial records, you will not have a direction to go. You will not know, are you making money? Are you putting some of your money into correct or right investments? Are you buying cars that you should not buy at that time? Or are you putting on investments that are untimely? When you have a financial records that are accurate and correct, it will tell you a direction of like, oh, I have a few expenses here that maybe I can source other suppliers to bring them down. That will definitely save a lot on the tax liability as well. So those are the key things of having accurate financial records.
Yep. So when you advise small business, we were just talking, we've done a couple of podcasts today, and we were talking about how some people's industries get disrupted or, they can be quite volatile. So what are some of the things that as an accountant you can help the small businesses sort of navigate those sort of different times within their business?
Well, disruptions is inevitable. Like, I think we all need disruptions to gain competition
Yes.
within the market and the industry. But it is something that it should be looked as well as considered every time now and then. So as an accountant, I will definitely advise of having accurate financial records and at the same time projections, estimates, and budgets when it comes to do you have an allowance or buffer when this time of the disruption happened? Do you have can you navigate around or away from being a bankrupt business to something that you have choices?
Yes.
Do you continuously grow your business or find other sources of income? So those kind of advisory and supervisory roles are done by accountants. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great advice. What is different about you? If someone was thinking about changing their accountant, what would you say to them about your services?
As mentioned, we really focus on clients' needs and success. That is a really very deep, because when we focus on clients' needs and success, we don't just recommend something that is not for the client. It's something like, because I heard something like, oh, they structured us under trust and put a corporate trustee. But if you look at the circumstance, there is a better structure for them. And so that's one thing I'm very focused on, is recommending solutions to the pain points of the clients, not just because I wanted to earn something or maybe push my services even if it's
Yes.
not necessary.
Yep.
I would also say that I'm different from others because of I put TLC, like a tender loving care attitude, because I do understand business owners. They tend to be anxious on money, anxious on investments, and anxious whether or not they're doing things correctly in terms of regulations.
Yes.
So I'm pretty much there as the advisory as well as supervisory role as an accountant, and make my clients feel more calm and guided and educated at the same time.
Yep. So we're actually doing this podcast at the moment in March, which of course has International Women's Day involved, and you're,
Mother.
a female business owner
Yeah.
in probably what we would say is a male-dominated industry.
Mm-hmm.
So what sort of advice would you give to young female entrepreneurs or business owners coming through? What sort of advice would you give to them if they're struggling a little bit, or perhaps they're being treated differently?
Yeah, that's a very good question. That question resonates a lot with me because as a woman, a wife, a mother, there's a lot of responsibilities. You have to be multitasker to enable to set up a business at the same time, be a mother to your child and be a wife to your husband. There's this expectation from a woman to be in the household, do all these household chores, and at the same time, we are in the era of a woman becoming more empowered
Yes.
to open and start up a business. So my advice to all those women who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs and start up their businesses, to never give up on that dream. As we all know, our brain actually works as a multitask brain that we can actually prioritize family, definitely, and then business. We can make those prioritizations based on what really resonates to you. But I would say don't give up on that dream. Chasing one dream is actually challenging, but one filled with growth, development, and fulfillment. There's a sense of fulfillment about it. So I would definitely stay focused and push forward your dream and believe in yourself that you can do it.
Yeah, fantastic advice.
Yep.
So, what has been a milestone that's happened for you in business, or a success that's happened that has really had a big impact on you, or you worked towards and you made it happen?
Well, I have a few clients' success story. One is a mother who, husband and wife, who just inherited a shop from decade worth of business, and they didn't have any experience at all. She's very anxious, and they have cash flow problems.
Yeah.
So when they came to me and they made mistakes on the payroll, they missed to charge or pay a casual loading. They did not keep proper records. They have serious processes and controls that are mismanaged. At that time, it's Christmas time, and they didn't have any money to purchase inventories in time for Christmas sales. And I was able to sit down with them and recommend solutions like, okay, let's look at your working capital. We advised and recommend them to do a commercial loan to support their working capital. They ended up having a cash to purchase stocks, and those really in time for Christmas. And at the same time, they were able to be current in their taxes, like BASes and tax returns. So the impact for me is not just on the business side that I see now that they're operating, their cash flow from operations are healthy, their financial ratios are healthy, but also the sanity and
Yes.
the help I was able to give to the woman, to the husband and wife, and the direction. Like they are now more happy, they're now more embracing the business that they are entrusted with by the parents. So that's the huge impact for me. It's not just on the business side, but also the people, the owner themselves.
Yep.
They feel happy, they feel educated, they feel guided, and that for me is a fulfillment.
Yeah. Well, you're impacting their life, really. Yeah, their
Yes.
family. Yes.
Yes,
So
for sure.
that's a lovely thing to do when
Yep.
you can really turn something around for people.
Yeah, and there's also one thing that my aim is to have those business owners that are really, because small business owners, they put a lot of different hats, but my ultimate goal is for them to really have their own staff and have themselves a time for their family and
Yes.
kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mhm.
All right. So you're actually joined a BNI group. You're part of BNI Better Together in Caroline Springs.
Yep.
And you've been part of the team down there. So how has BNI helped you with your business?
I made the best ever decision for my business when I joined BNI. So BNI has helped me tremendously in terms of creating a trusted network whom I can rely on in terms of expertise. Because as an accountant, I need to work alongside with other experts as well who collaborate value to the overall goal of my client. So BNI has helped me create that like-minded, trustworthy network that I have right now. And if I can tell you how did I know about BNI, so I was invited in Singapore.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a BNI Singapore. I was invited there by my former colleague who just started his auditing firm in Singapore back then. And I told myself at that time, when the time come, I will open my own public practice. I will definitely join BNI. And so when I joined the BNI, my numbers really went up significantly. And I remember in my second week of BNI, someone came to me as a BNI guest, 6 years with BNI, told me, brace yourself. I didn't understand that until yes, that is so true because I've gained a lot of uh, medium-sized businesses. I've gained a lot of trust. I've gained a lot of trustworthy networks that that I can rely on. They can rely on me as well. It's givers gain. I also did develop my soft skills
Yes.
a lot. So I can't really express how grateful I am to be part of the BNI.
So if you were going to give somebody a networking tip, what would be your networking tip that you would give people?
Well, the networking tip is definitely resonate around the BNI core values. And my favorite will be the accountability, being the accountant myself. That when a referral or someone trusts you with a business, you really have to deliver what you committed and perform so well. And at the same time, the giver's gain mentality, definitely what you put, what effort, whatever amount of effort you put, you'll get it back. Maybe sometimes triple times, quadruple times. But the networking is really something that you build a trust and confidence, and you show yourself as credible business.
So what would be your tip to small businesses about their finances? So if somebody's sort of, it's not their strength, they may not be sure about their accountant, what would be the tip that you would give them to start to sort some of that stuff out?
If you feel that you are not guided or you feel lost, you feel that anxiousness of like, am I doing it correctly? Will I ever be penalized? Am I complying with the regulations?
Yes.
Think about it. If you can't reach out to your accountant and your accountant is not able to help you out timely on those times, then think about probably you can navigate towards the other accountants. You may call me as well, and let's see and work together towards your success.
Yep. So you touched on it before, you had a colleague in Singapore, but what has been your inspiration to get to where you are now?
Well, I work in Singapore for over 9 years in a public practice, and I got this one mentor. I literally admire that person, and he is the owner of that auditing firm I joined last how many years ago. He taught me not just about the technical skills, but also soft skills, and at the same time, life lessons, because he's really more into attitude, gratefulness, forgiving, and so forth. So it's really the holistic way of living, and I think he got a huge impact on me that I found myself wanting to open my own public practice, because I see those people that he helped through the business, not just organizations and businesses, but giving people work or job, and also freeing those people and giving them financial freedom because of the advices from an accountant. So, yeah.
So what's the thing you like best about what you do?
One thing is because I love math and I love analysis. And the best thing I do is to really have a huge impact on my clients, not just only on their businesses, but with their lives as well.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fantastic. So if people wanted to get in contact with you, Merly, how would they do that?
Well, you can actually phone us at 0447 455 935. You can also visit our website at www.innomerosaccounting.com.au. You have a 20-minute free discovery call there. And you can also email us at info@innomerosaccounting.com.au and follow us on our socials, Facebook and Instagram at Innomeros Accounting.
Wow, you've got that down pat.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank you so
for your
much.
contribution. You are one of the high performers in the region,
Thank you.
and we really appreciate the way that you do business and how you're going about using the BNI system. So thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you.
Yes, we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for this opportunity. And yeah, thank you so much. Really grateful.